Okay, so I'm sure you're all very busy trying to work out some new ways of working. Things like, I'm sure, instant messengers getting used a lot, file sharing systems, all that sort of thing. Also, what we find in a similar sense, people, fellow users, are starting to find some additional benefit or additional tips and usage around using things like MyMobileWorkers, mobile workforce management systems, to mitigate the risk a little bit. So we thought we'd share a few of those tips with you briefly. First of all, on a very simple basis, obviously the benefit of having this sort of system is that you can work remotely. So a lot of you will be already kind of using this from home on and off here. But firstly, you can give it lots more people access. So people are starting to extend the access for office staff a bit more out. So everyone's got access to all the live job information. Anything happening, you can send out jobs remotely. But also as part of that, people are starting to get a bit more focused on some of the permissions on there. So whilst giving lots more people access, using the permissions to very kind of finely nail down what they can and can't access to mitigate, again, any worry about people accessing things they shouldn't see at this point. So that's a nice simple one. You can add users and you can add the permissions yourselves in the portal. Obviously, another very simple one, enabling people to see tomorrow's jobs or next 7 days jobs, next 30 days jobs on their device. Now, I know some people have that off generally because they don't want the guys to see the next day. But it does obviously give a lot more scope for people to plan out their weeks a bit more and see what's coming in and out and manage things that way. Again, it's just a setting in there you can turn on nice and easily. One that's been quite a common one, and you may have seen this on some people's policies they've sent out, is obviously a lot of this, people using the system will use signatures, and at the end of the job will be handing a device over to someone, a member of the public, to be signing on top of this. A lot of people are removing that altogether, so just not even giving that option and just kind of carrying on completing the job. You've got your photos and times and dates and everything to prove it anyway. Or some people are using this kind of screen with the customer not present option. So just being able to tick it to continue on or having a note on the job that was why that was done. Again, it just stops having to share devices between people. I mean, in the same sense, people are doing that with users as well. So where maybe in the past different shifts would share a device, people are now kind of naming people's devices and labeling them. So you stick to your own device. So again, simple practical tip as part of that. More generally, I suppose a more bigger feature, which probably some of you, quite more of you aren't using. They're all simple things. This is more general usage. We have the messaging option in the center. So as well as being able to send out documents, which a lot of you would do already remotely. So when you create a job, you can attach files and drawings and diagrams, sending those off already. You do also have the message center as part of the system. This allows you to broadcast messages out to all users in one go, to specified users, groups, however you want to really. But the benefit is it pops up on the device with an alert, it'll ping up, and the message itself can be anything you want. It can be a simple message which is just broadcasting, letting them all know, for example, the office is now closed down, don't report to the office. Maybe more usefully, what you can do with that as well is send out a message but attach a file with it or a form, a workflow essentially to it, which means you can force them to fill something in as part of that or respond to you, answer certain questions if you want to get information out. So it might be, well, maybe on to the next screen. Forms such as this. So people are also using MW to incorporate some new forms inside. So no, obviously all of you will be using workflows. Not everyone is using the forms feature, which is the idea of this is similar to a workflow, but you can use this outside of a job. It's not job related. This is other forms, often used for, holiday forms, toolbox talks, that kind of thing. But actually it's started to be used by a few people now for particular forms and questions around the sort of COVID-19 side of things. So a simple example here we put together. But anything you want really, all the same stuff, yes, no's, force a photo, location, notes, signatures can go into there. But again, that ability to send something out to all of your workers in one go and force them to fill something in and give you a response back. And again, you might have alerts pinging off this. If they put no's or yes to certain answers, that can flag up and you can take action from it. So a lovely way to just kind of just instantly from the portal, broadcast a message out to everyone, get responses back straight away and keep them all together within the portal. So just a few tips there, additional things, lots of other ways people are using it. Hope you're all coping okay. Any of these things you're interested more, let me or your account manager know, and we're happy to give you a proper demo.